Welcome back, students. In this video, we will start with a new topic of the chapter Judiciary, that is, what are different branches of legal system. Now, before starting the topic, you must know what are criminal laws and the civil laws. Now, see, a clear description between the difference between the two is given, that is the criminal law and the civil law. As you can see on the screen, the criminal laws, it deals with the conduct or act that the law defines as offense, jurm. Now this offense may be any kind of theft, harassing a woman, dowry. For the harassing means to exploit someone. Now harassing a woman for dowry, for murder, these are all criminal acts. Clear? And civil laws, it will act on the incidences like the harm or injury to any rights of an individual, like disputes related to the sale of the land, purchase of the land, goods, rent, divorce cases, which does not which has not nothing to deal with any kind of harassment or any kind of injury. Clear? Now the criminal laws, for filing a suit for the criminal laws, first of all an FIR has to be launched in the police station. The police investigate according to it, and then the case is filed in the court. And what is the verdict? What if the person is found guilty, then he can be sent to jail or he can be fined also. But in the civil laws, petition is filed in the court directly. Clear? And in that petition, whatever the results come, the person is not sent to jail, but a specific relief is asked for. Like if it is a case of landlord tenant, then he can file a case in the court. Clear? And then after the hearings in the court, the court may ask the tenant to vacate that particular area, that house. Now, are these laws clear? Criminal and the civil laws are clear to everyone? Now, in this topic, we'll read about, does everyone have access to courts? Now, we know that we live in a democratic country. Clear? So, in a democratic country, we have the right to file any case against our problems in the court. That means if our fundamental rights are encroached, we can go to the courts. Clear? Now, it is the right of every citizen to approach the court, and for what? For justice. Clear? But in reality, what happens is everyone having an access to court? Yes, it is difficult for everybody to have an easy access to court. Everyone has access to court, but what I say, an easy access to the court. Now, why it happens that everyone is not having an easy access to court? Because some are poor, okay, and some, they do not have time because their earnings depend on their daily wage. So why it happens that the poor people or the daily wage earners are not having an easy access to the courts or to the justice? Why the term remote is written for them? Basically, the term remote is used for the far or distant places. Now here the justice is termed as remote. That means for people who are not having enough money or they are daily earners, the justice is remote for them. They are not having easy accessibility for the justice. Now see, what are the reasons for non accessibility to justice for these people? Firstly, they are poor. Clear? And the cases in the court, they require time, money, and lot of paperwork. Maybe these people are ignorant, illiterate, they are not able to do the paperwork, they are not able to understand what to do in the paperwork. or they are the daily earners, they don't have time to go to the court, because if they don't earn daily, what will they eat in the night, or what will they have in the evening? So their daily earning is also very important, and the court cases, it requires a lot of time. Have you read about the famous dialogue of the movie Damini? Tariq pe Tariq, Tariq pe Tariq. I think all of you remember the same dialogue. Now, Tariq pe Tariq means what? That the court cases require a lot of time. ठीक है ना? The people require, they have to keep patience for seeking the justice. Now, to solve this problem, as you know, in our country, there is solution to every problem. There can be delay, but there is a solution to problem. Our constitution is framed in such a way that one or the other solution comes for every problem. Clear? Our framework is the same. Now, in response to this only, the Supreme Court in the early 1980s, it devised a mechanism, a system, which is known as PIL, or Public Interest Litigation. Clear? Now, what is this public interest litigation? This is a mechanism through which any individual, कोई भी व्यक्ति or organization or the group of people to file a PIL. To file a PIL means they can file a litigation. Litigation means अर्जी दे सकते हैं पीपल्स इंटरेस्ट, यानी लोगों के हित में. क्लियर? इन द हाई कोर्ट और इन द सुप्रीम कोर्ट. नाउ दिस लिटिगेशन, ये जो अर्जी है, इट कैन बी ऑन द बिहाफ ऑफ एनी पर्सन. मतलब अगर कोई देख रहा है कि किसी दूसरे व्यक्ति का हक छीना जा रहा है और वो व्यक्ति नहीं बोल पा रहा है, उसके पास इतनी ताकत नहीं है, उसके पास इतना पैसा नहीं है, और कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इसमें इंटरेस्ट ले रहा है, तो वो एनजीओ, वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन उस पर्टिकुलर व्यक्ति के, उस पर्टिकुलर इंडिविजुअल के बिहाफ पर ये लिटिगेशन फाइल कर सकता है, ये अर्जी कोर्ट में दे सकता है, डायरेक्टली टू द सुप्रीम कोर्ट और टू द हाई कोर्ट. क्लियर? अब इसमें जाना भी ज़रूरी नहीं है कि द प्रेजेंस ऑफ पर्सन्स इज रिक्वायर्ड. ठीक है ना? ओनली द थिंग इज दैट बाय द टेलीग्राम or by any letter, by letter you can have that litigation filed in the court. Clear? So यहाँ पे हम कुछ examples discuss करेंगे about these PILs, how these PILs have proved successful in our country, what type of decisions were given by them. Clear? So here is an example. In the early years, PIL was used to secure justice on a large number of issues. Example is of rescuing bonded labor. Bonded labor means what? Bonded labor means बंधुआ मजदूरी, किसी से ज़बरदस्ती काम करवाया जाना. ठीक है ना? तो these type of bonded laborers, their work conditions was improved. ठीक है? Then the second verdict was on securing the release of prisoners in Bihar which were kept in the jail after their punishment term also. मतलब once their punishment term was completed, then also they were kept in jail. So with the help of these PILs, they were released from the jail, and one important verdict was regarding the midday meal. Now see how this verdict came out. कैसे ये midday meal बना? ठीक है ना? For this you have to first see these pictures which are given in the book. ठीक है ना? In these pictures you will see, in the first picture what you will see, the scene of a drought. ठीक है ना? In the drought what happens? The people are not having enough sufficient food to eat. But in the second picture, what are you seeing? The enough supply of food. The government was having enough food. Clear? Now in the meanwhile the government godowns were full of the grains. ठीक है ना? And they were wasted also. They were eaten by the rats. They were wasted. ठीक है ना? So this was a condition in which the solutions must be required, because this grain can be used by the people who are suffering from hunger. So one of the NGOs named Hunger Amidst Plenty, this organization worked for the people, worked for the starvation of the people, This organization was People's Union of Civil Liberties, PUCL. It filed a litigation in the Supreme Court. And for how it got the verdict, कैसे उसे verdict मिला, कैसे ये एक लॉ एक्ट बना, बिकॉज यहाँ पर कौन सा लॉ वायलेट हो रहा है, कौन सा फंडामेंटल लॉ वायलेट हो रहा है, दैट इज राइट टू लाइफ वाज वायलेटेड, which is given in the article 21 of the constitution. And right to life में बहुत सारी चीज़ें आती हैं, उसमें एक आता है right to food also. Clear? So the case went on and the Supreme Court, it ruled means it gave the verdict, it gave the decision that the state has the duty to provide food to all. ठीक है ना? And then the government was directed to give the food to the people in cheaper rates. It should allow more ration shops to be opened, and in the lieu of same, the midday meal to the children was also provided. Clear? So यहाँ पर ये जो चीज़ें हैं, ये सारी चीज़ें ध्यान में रखने वाली हैं कि ये एग्जाम्पल्स के ज़रिए हम समझ रहे हैं कि किस तरह से PIL को एनफोर्स किया गया. ठीक है ना? दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड मिड डे मील का वर्डिक्ट भी इसी से आया इन द गवर्नमेंट. यू नो व्हाट इज मिड डे मील? मिड डे मील इज प्रोवाइडिंग फूड टू द students who are studying in the government schools. Clear? In your school it is not provided because you bring your own tiffin lunch boxes. It is the verdict for the government schools. Midday meal, you have read it in class 7th also. Clear? And along with that, food commissioners were appointed to implement this government scheme. Clear? Now we should also know that we should know that right to life, it includes various other rights. एक right to food तो हमने पढ़ा, ठीक है ना, through which the midday meal scheme was given. But one more thing is there, right to livelihood. ठीक है ना, the right to earn. क्योंकि अगर right to earning नहीं होगा तो अपने आप इंसान जो है वो जी नहीं पाएगा, उसकी लाइफ जीने का जो एक्सेस है वो ख़त्म हो जाएगा. क्लियर? सो राइट टू लाइफ इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट. अब इसको समझने के लिए भी हम एक केस पढ़ते हैं, दैट इज़ द ओल्गा टेलिस वर्सेस बॉम्बे म्यूनिसिपल कॉरपोरेशन. ना सी स्टूडेंट्स, इसमें एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ भी पढ़ेंगे और वो इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है जो इंटीग्रेटेड सिस्टम है हमारे कोर्ट्स का वो. क्योंकि आपने इंटीग्रेटेड सिस्टम में क्या पढ़ा था? इंटीग्रेटेड सिस्टम में आपने ये पढ़ा था कि द सुप्रीम कोर्ट, द डिसीजन ऑफ द सुप्रीम कोर्ट इज रूल्ड इन अवर कंट्री. मतलब जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने फैसला दिया वही सारे सबऑर्डिनेट कोर्ट्स के लिए मान्य होगा, फॉर द हाई कोर्ट ऑल्सो एंड फॉर द सबऑर्डिनेट कोर्ट्स, दैट इज डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट्स ऑल्सो. क्लियर? और यही चीज़ हम इस ओल्गा टेलिस बॉम्बे वर्सेस बॉम्बे म्यूनिसिपल कॉरपोरेशन में पढ़ने जा रहे हैं. इसमें एक चीज़ और है, एपिलेट ज्यूरिसडिक्शन का, कि अगर सबऑर्डिनेट कोर्ट्स का फैसला समझ में नहीं आता तो यू कैन गो फॉर द हाई कोर्ट्स, एंड इफ हाई कोर्ट में फैसला नहीं समझ में आता देन यू कैन गो एंड चैलेंज द पर्टिकुलर वर्डिक्ट इन द सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑल्सो. क्लियर? सो दिस केस इज अबाउट द street hawkers, the slum dwellers and their livelihood. What was this case? Now the court has given this order to vacate the places where the slum dwellers, they used to sell their products on the streets, the pavements, to vacate those places in the slum areas, because they want to vacate those places because these places they are restricted by the these are areas of high population, and possibly there is a traffic jam and other problems in this area. So the state government decided to vacate those places. Okay, now you know these people, if they are vacated from that place, then what will happen? Their livelihood will be deprived. They will be deprived from their livelihood. So some people, they filed a case against this, and some verdict came out after the hearings of the case, that is a act was formed that is known as the Street Vendors Protection of Livelihood and Regulation of Street Vending Act 2014 ना. यहाँ पर हमने ये चीज़ देखी कि कोर्ट एक फैसला दे रही है और दूसरी कोर्ट उस फैसले पर फिर से विचार कर रही है. अगेन द कोर्ट इज गिविंग इट्स आइडियाज to get the justice, because right to livelihood also comes in right to life. Now what verdict comes out? Now vacate, to make a place vacant, उसमें ये वैकेंट करना प्लेस क्यों ज़रूरी था? बिकॉज वो एक डेंसली पॉपुलेटेड एरिया है, और इन सब चीज़ों के कारण क्या हो रहा था, वहाँ पर ट्रैफिक जैम्स हो रहे हैं, पोल्यूशन हो रहा है, ठीक है ना. लेकिन ये किसी को जगह से हटवाना, उसकी लाइवलीहुड को छीनना इज़ नॉट गुड, ठीक है ना. सो द कोर्ट हैज़ गिवन द वर्डिक्ट दैट वैकेशन से पहले क्या, वैकेशन मीन्स यहाँ पर जो खाली करवाना है जगह, उससे पहले क्या होना चाहिए, ये डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा कि इन लोगों को कहाँ पर सेटल करवाया जाए, ठीक है ना, ताकि ये जो लोग हैं ये अपने लाइवलीहुड को इजीली अर्न कर सके. क्लियर? सो दिस इज हाउ द राइट टू लाइवलीहुड वाज safeguarded by the court of our country, that is Supreme Court of our country. Clear? Now another issue, you can say it is a drawback also, that justice delayed is justice denied. In our country there are lots of cases which are pending, and they take time for their verdict to come out, ठीक है ना. Now this extended time taken or delayed justice is a drawback of our judicial system. Clear? Now why the time is extended? Because every aspect of right to life is studied in the cases, so that किसी के साथ भी अन्याय ना हो, इवन जो मुजरिम है और इवन जिसे न्याय चाहिए, ठीक है ना. तो एवरी एस्पेक्ट इज स्टडीड, एंड दैट इज व्हाई द justice is delayed. Again an example is given here. You can see the picture. In this picture above, a family member of some 43 Muslims of Hashimpura, Meerut, they were killed on 22 May 1987. It was a massacre done by the police. Clear? And these families, they fought for the justice, and they were fighting for the justice for over 31 years, ठीक है ना. And it was a long delay. फर्स्टली इट वॉज अ डिले इन द कमेंसमेंट ऑफ ट्रायल, मतलब कोर्ट केस की हियरिंग में ही स्टार्ट देर से हुआ, ठीक है ना. एंड देन द सुप्रीम कोर्ट इन सितंबर 2022 ट्रांसफर्ड द केस फ्रॉम स्टेट ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश टू दिल्ली. यहाँ पे ये जो डिलेड जस्टिस था, ये एक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है कि वी आर इन आवर कंट्री the courts, they take extended time period to give out the justice, ठीक है ना. and this is a drawback also, but still our courts, they run on democratic line. Justice is provided in our country with the help of these courts, and our government is trying day by day to improve the system of judiciary. Clear? But we should rely on the system of judiciary, as without judiciary the democratic government could not run. It keeps a regular check on the executive and the legislature, and along with that it safeguards our fundamental rights also. So with this, our chapter is over. I think all the aspects of the chapter are clear to you. If you have any problem, you can ask me in the class also. Thank you, class.